Hi, have you said to yourself lately, I don't know where my money goes? You know you should be saving money, but there's nothing left to put away towards savings. Do you eat out a few times per week or per month? Do you go shopping when you don't need anything, especially late night online shopping? Maybe you have a $10 per day Starbucks habit or another coffee shop habit. Remember, you control your money. Your money doesn't control you. In today's episode, I'm sharing with you 3 simple steps to improve how you spend your money, including the use of the money affirmation that I authored in the Choose Happy Affirmation card deck that helped me get off this auto spending hamster wheel and be intentional for how I spend my money. Come on in. It's time to align your spending with what you really want for your life. Hey girlfriend, do you want to connect back to yourself and what you really want for your life? Are you finally done with the limiting stories and fear that stands in your way? Is the negative talk so loud that it sabotages you and lowers your self-confidence? Hi, I'm Marie. For the majority of my life, I lived in negativity that was often labeled as depression. My breakthrough happened when I learned the power of choosing happy. This podcast will give you tangible ways to finally ditch the negativity, improve your self-esteem, and take action for what you really want for your life. No more guilt, no more people pleasing. Let's do this. We are choosing happy. Hello, and welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. I am so happy you're here. Welcome to the second part of the Money Mindset series that I created to introduce you to the money affirmations that are in the Choose Happy Affirmation card deck. Last week, I invited you to buy yourself a birthday gift, something you really want for yourself. I touched on the importance of doing this as we choose happy for living our life. Giving to ourselves, making us what we want a priority, it fills our cup and helps us be the best version of ourselves. It is an act of self-love. If you haven't already listened to the previous episode 43, and it's called Buy Yourself a Birthday Present, part 1 of the Money Mindset series, I invite you to listen to it. With regard to today's episode, in today's world of one-click purchases and, 2-day delivery, overspending can sneak up on us. You may be asking yourself, why? Why can't I stop spending money? Well, it helps to reflect on the type of shopper you may be to find hints of potential spending habits you may have. I researched 4 different categories of shopping buyers, and I thought I'd share that with you. The first one, emotional buyers. That's those of us that have the rush of getting our hands on something new, the hottest new technology or trendy fashions, for example. That's been defined as an emotional buyer. The second type of buyer, discount seekers, where we buy things because, they're on sale, whether we need them or not. The third category, convenience cravers type of buyers. That's those of us that can't resist the pop-up ads on websites, especially those websites that let you buy with a click, 1 or 2 clicks, and there you go. You've just bought something, added something to your shopping cart, and put in your credit card. And the fourth type of shopper buyer is an impulse buyer, where we buy what we want, when we want, without giving much thought to where the money is going to come from to pay for those items. So this is good to buy what you want, but not necessarily responsible. So which type of shopper do you think you are? Whether you fit into any one of these categories or you buy for other reasons, there's good news. You can improve your spending habits by taking control of your finances. So what does it mean to take control of your finances, and what does it mean with regard to choosing happy for living your life? Taking control of our finances, it's when we know where our money is coming from and where it's going. And it's using this information to create an intentional plan as to how we want to use our money on the things that are important to us. Healthy money habits are key to choosing happy and living our life. They put us back into the driver's seat of living our life. Reality is, we need money for ourselves and our family to live life. The cost of living has increased and, well, money needs to be stretched further. I was at Walmart earlier this week looking at back to school supplies as my daughter will be returning to university in the fall. And I couldn't believe the prices have increased, for pencils and pens. And I normally love this time of year when I can get new pens and stuff because I love journal writing, but not this year. I think I can still use a lot of those pens that I already have from last year. So I'm being intentional in my spending and not buying new supplies because I don't need them. And so I can repurpose last year's. Are you looking for ways to improve your spending habits? Are you tired of seeing your paycheck disappear within days of receiving it? Do you choose how you spend your money? Like really choose? Or has it become so automatic that your money comes in and goes out without you even realizing it? That was happening with me. I've been there. Money would come in, and after paying for the mortgage, daycare, groceries, after-school activities for my kids, there wasn't much left for discretionary money, also known as spending money, left to spend. Today's training, I wanted to focus it on empowering you to spend your money aligned with what you want for your life. Why does this matter? What happens to you when you don't spend your money the way you want to? You can become resentful. You feel you don't have control over your life. And that's not choosing happy. Choosing happy is putting you back into the driver's seat of living your life. So, let's look into 3 simple steps you can take to improve how you spend your money. Number 1, ask yourself, what do you want for your life? What lifestyle do you want? How much does that cost? Visualize the life you want and what that involves for spending and saving, and we'll talk about that next week, for what you want. If you haven't already done so, create your vision board. See episode 3 titled Design Your Choose Happy Vision Board for guidance on how to create a digital vision board. A vision board is really powerful, whether you do it digitally or with magazines. It is so important to have the vision of what you want for your life. It helps guide you to where you want to go and what you need to do to get yourself there. So step 1, ask yourself, what do you want for your life and what does that involve? Step 2, once you know how you want to live your life and where you want to take your life, make a budget. Now, be careful. I know I said the word budget. This is not a bad word. I know many of you are thinking, oh, please don't make me budget. This is an empowering word when you do it in the right way. A budget is a roadmap that guides you to where you want to allocate your money. And here are a few ideas on how you can create a budget that empowers you. Not limit you, but empowers you. Here's just a few ideas. Number 1, a budget allows you to be realistic about your current income. You get to write down what exactly is coming into your life so that you can stop living beyond your means. You know what your income is, and that is what you will be working with. Number 2, assign money to things that really matter to you. A budget allows you to create categories. For example, if eating healthy is really important for you, that costs money. But if it matters to you, you make it a priority in your budget for your spending. And it empowers you because you are advancing with what matters to you. And the 3rd tip, include long-term savings in your budget. Take care of you, your future self, and your family, even if you only save a few dollars at a time. And I'll talk more about savings in the next episode as it's part of the Money Mindset series. So those are just a few tips on how you can use a budget to empower you to live the life you really want. Step 3, well, you know this was coming. Use a positive affirmation to rewrite any negative self-talk you may be having about money. Improving our spending habits, it takes time. They are a habit just like anything else. So forgive yourself if yet again you bought something that you didn't really want. It's okay. It's a journey. It gets better over time. And progress is what you're looking for. Along with changing your spending habits, you also need to address any limiting beliefs or stories that you have about money that could be standing in your way. I authored the following affirmation to remind me that I was in control of how I spent my money. I was tired of seeing the money coming in and out. I was working hard at my job and money I wasn't keeping anything, and it wasn't being spent on things that really mattered to me. I didn't feel worthy of deciding on where my money can go. So I had to rewrite that negative self-talk, and maybe you have negative self-talk related to that as well, or maybe you have a different type of negative self-talk, but that is standing in your way. I authored an affirmation that I actually carried in my wallet so that when I would go to take my credit card out to buy something, it would be there right in front of my credit card to remind me that at that point in time, I was choosing how I was spending my money. I was in control. And yes, there were times that I would put that item back, that I was at the cash and I had the affirmation and I went, whoa. It was just my trigger to just awareness, right? Step 1 is awareness. Step 2 was make a different choice. So at that point in time, I could always put the item back. I can tell the cashier, thanks so much. I changed my mind. And so I did that many times. And you know what? I ended up not regretting it afterwards. Because that purchase, it wasn't really aligning with what I wanted for me in my life. It was just like this last minute purchase, whether it was on sale or the latest technology or whatever. But it wasn't aligning for what I wanted for my life. Carrying the card has helped me a lot. And you can find it in the Choose Happy Affirmation card deck. And oh yes, and for those of you who have the card deck, you know you don't have to keep the cards together, right? You can, but you can also separate them and use them in different places, such as, carrying this card in your wallet or purse. It's wherever you need the reminder, wherever you need the affirmation. And yes, it works if you use it, of course. So you're wondering, Marie, what is this money affirmation? I want to know what it is. Okay, here we go. You ready? And I'll repeat it after I say it. All right, here we go. I choose how I spend my money. My spending habits are aligned with what I want for my life. I'll repeat it. I choose how I spend my money. My spending habits are aligned with what I want for my life. How does that make you feel to hear this? Do you get to choose how you spend your money? The money that you earn or money that comes through the family? Are your spending habits aligned with what you want for your life? You can choose how you spend your money. You first have to look at how you're spending your money, and then you can see where you can make changes. How do you want to live your life? Do you want to eat healthy? Does that matter to you? Yes, that can cost more money. And maybe there's tips online you can find to help with that, because I know I'm looking for tips on how to eat healthy within a budget. Do you want to travel? If so, then why are you buying that daily, weekly coffee? Can you cut back and bring your own coffee a couple of days a week, for example? Take that money and put it into a travel fund. You see, it's just a habit. It's your spending habits. You can change your spending habits. You get to choose. Oh, and here's a bonus tip. Give yourself a pause. Just like I was putting the affirmation card in my wallet, I was carrying it, I put it beside my credit card, it gave me a moment of pause. actually, financial experts suggest waiting 2 or 3 days before buying, especially something of significance when you're considering it, like it doesn't need to be bought that moment in time. They actually recommend that you wait. And the point is, it's a point of reflection to see if really what you're wanting to buy really aligns with what you really want, or if you're going to regret it at a later time. So it's time to improve your spending habits. You've got this. All right. Well, it's been so nice connecting with you right now. A last question. Are you receiving emails from Choose Happy? The reason why I ask, because if you are receiving emails from Choose Happy, keep an eye out in your inbox later this month, as I've been working on a new resource to support us in choosing happy for living our everyday life. I've been testing it out on myself for the past month, and it's been great. My stress levels is lower, and I feel like I'm living my everyday life more aligned with what I want for my life. You'll be able to easily find it in your email because I'm going to put a clear subject line to indicate that it's a resource from Choose Happy. So that's happening later this month in August. If you're not on the email list yet, there's still time to sign up. You can do it right after listening to this episode to ensure you receive this complimentary resource. It's a perfect resource for September as we transition back to school and work living. To sign up for the emails, follow the link in the show's notes. This link will download the complimentary sample pack of Choose Happy affirmation cards and will automatically sign you up for the email list. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. Cheers! I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. If it did, consider forwarding it to a friend that may benefit from it as well. If you have 30 seconds, please leave a review for the show on your favorite podcast app. It warms my heart to hear the positive impact the show is making in your life. It takes vulnerability and courage for me to show up here every week. I do this because I feel called to share what I learned with others. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. You can purchase your very own Choose Happy affirmation card deck at www.choosehappywithmarie.com. Take good care and see you next week.